Everyone's asking the same question right now. Is Huda Mustafa really a victim? Or just pretending to be one? Because something huge just went down. A brand deal vanished overnight. A statement dropped, and suddenly, the girl once celebrated by Huda Beauty became the internet's newest villain. But the timing, the silence, and the way it all unraveled, it doesn't feel random. Some say she's paying the price for her actions. Others swear she's being targeted, again. So what really happened behind the scenes? Was this justice or revenge disguised as accountability? Let's start from the moment everything began to crumble, and why one live stream might have just ended Huda Mustafa's entire career.
Louis, is it because I'm attractive this is happening? Would it be better if I was ugly? Oh, Louis, am I a bad person? No, it's because I'm attractive that this is happening, right? Is it because I'm beautiful?
Huda Mustafa has spoken out and reacted after Huda Beauty ended their partnership with her. The brand posted a statement on Instagram confirming that their collaboration with Huda had ended, saying her recent actions do not align with our values. The brand went on to say that accountability mattered and that they hoped this would lead to reflection and change. Many fans praised Huda Beauty for reacting quickly and setting an example for other companies to follow. Others, however, said it was sad to see a collaboration end over one moment, especially since Huda later said her laughter was nervous, not intentional. The decision followed a clip from a joint live stream with Louis Russell, where the pair were seen laughing after a caller used a word towards fellow Love Island contestant olandria. Fans quickly began calling out both Huda and Louis online, saying the laughter felt mean given the seriousness of the moment. The clip was shared thousands of times within hours, and many said it was hard to watch. Huda Beauty responded swiftly, saying, "We are truly disappointed by Huda's recent stream, and we take all forms of unfairness very seriously." The company added that they found the live stream deeply upsetting and confirmed that all related content would be taken down from their platforms and store displays. During all this, Huda has said she feels misunderstood and unfairly judged for her reaction during the stream. Underneath the post about it, Huda left a comment. In her comment, she wrote, "People really aren't trying to see things from my side." I think this shows she feels frustrated that people aren't giving her the chance to explain properly. It sounds like she believes her reaction was taken out of context and that many are choosing not to understand her intentions. But before you go, I want to know, did the brand make the right choice?
It was supposed to be harmless, a chill joint live with Louis Russell. Just banter, jokes, and gifts from fans. But then, something changed. A caller came on, said something vile, something that should have been shut down instantly. Instead, Huda laughed, and Louis laughed too. That single moment, a smirk, a giggle, whatever it was, hit people differently. Because for many, it wasn't just laughter, it was confirmation. Confirmation that everything viewers had been saying about her since Love Island, the attitude, the favoritism, the silence when it mattered, might actually be true. Within hours, the clip spread like wildfire. Did you see that? She laughed. Wow. Just wow. Fans called it hard to watch. Others said it was proof she never learned a thing. And while Huda Beauty scrambled behind the scenes, the internet was already doing what it does best, dissecting every second, every facial expression, every frame. That's when Huda Beauty finally broke its silence. Their statement hit Instagram. "We are truly disappointed by Huda's recent stream and take all forms of unfairness very seriously." Translation? They were done protecting her. They removed her content from their platforms, pulled her image from store displays, and basically wiped her off their roster overnight. But as the internet cheered for justice, Huda had her own version of events. And she wasn't staying silent. Huda finally spoke. And instead of accountability, she played the same card she's always played, the victim card. She wrote under the post, "People really aren't trying to see things from my side." In her mind, it wasn't cruelty, it was a misunderstanding. She said her laughter was nervous, not malicious, that she was caught off guard, that people were twisting her intentions. But here's the thing, this wasn't new behavior. Viewers had seen this pattern before. Back during the Love Island reunion, when Olandria Carthan and Shelly Basantha called her out for staying quiet while her fans sent racist messages, Huda deflected, she cried, and somehow the attention shifted from the people hurt to her feelings. This time, the same thing happened, and fans noticed they weren't buying it anymore. The sympathy was gone, because when someone keeps saying, "You're misunderstanding me," but never shows growth, eventually people stop listening. By the end of that night, comment sections were on fire. She's not misunderstood. She's exposed. Every time she gets caught, she plays victim. Girl, accountability is not oppression. And as the backlash snowballed, another familiar face entered the chat. Someone who had been waiting for this moment, JANA Craig. And the way she responded turned this cancellation into a full-blown feud. If there's one thing Huda has mastered, it's flipping the script. Whenever she faces backlash, somehow she becomes the one who's hurt. In her recent comment, she said, "I feel misunderstood and unfairly judged." But to most viewers, that wasn't growth. It was déjà vu, because they've seen this movie before. Every single time she's called out, she finds a way to make it about her pain instead of her actions. After the stream controversy, instead of showing remorse, she doubled down. She posted subtle hints about being tired of being misjudged. She liked comments from fans defending her. She even reshared fan edits painting her as the real victim. But the internet's patience had run out. This wasn't 2023. Audiences were done with performative tears and recycled excuses. People wanted accountability, not pity. And the more she tried to spin it, the worse it got. Because every "woe is me" post reminded viewers of her past behavior, how she's avoided responsibility before, how she's deflected when it mattered most. One user wrote, "She's allergic to accountability. Every time she's caught, she plays the same character." And that's when the floodgates opened. People started digging. Old clips, old tweets, reunion footage, it all came back. Because for fans who watched her on Love Island, this moment wasn't shocking. It was predictable. Let's be honest, this didn't come out of nowhere. Huda's reputation didn't start with one live stream, it started in the villa. Viewers still remember the way she spoke to other women. Dismissive, competitive, sometimes just cruel. They remember how she handled arguments by crying instead of listening.
JANA Craig throws major shade at Huda through comments and likes on social media. Earlier today, we all found out that Huda Mustafa was dropped from Huda Beauty collab, and JANA Craig reacted to that by commenting, "Love to see it," and to a hating comment saying, "Ah, you mad?" She also got caught liking this very shady and vile comment that reads, "Huda fans love claiming everyone and their mama is jealous of her. What's there to be jealous of? Being a deadbeat mother, being a single mom, being racist, crashing out over men, botched plastic surgery, or the BBL. Name things these people are jealous of." And JANA literally likes that. That's literally her. She's still right here. It looks like fans are not taking JANA's side. They're saying, "JANA, and here I thought you wouldn't go any lower, but this is showing you guys true colors. And by the way, JANA, you have fake boobs, lips, nose, God knows what else. And questioning a single mom and implying she's deadbeat a really blow. Get a life. Kenny, come get your baddie chain." This has gone way past racism. This is deep-rooted hatred for the girl. Huda has never uttered a single word about JANA. Why is she liking such a vile comment? I am astonished. Now, Miss Serena is innocent. Serena doesn't partake in that shady stuff on the side, but I feel like Leah following Olandria and then now JANA, like, girls, you cannot show that envy and jealousy anymore. Might as well paint yourselves green. Then you have Shelly dressing up as a Bratz doll and as Catwoman. When it's been public that Louis and Huda play around with the whole Batman and Kitty Catwoman theme, and Bratz is obsessed with Huda. It was even implied they were gonna collab because they stayed showing her love. So Shelly, I see what you did there. You're not slick.
Cast.
Sorry guys, he has a speech impediment.
Coast to coast. And you got bad breath.
No, I don't. That's
yeah,
you.
You do. Your ting stinks.
Fuck, I don't.
The reason why I got no hair up my nose, the reason there's no hair up my nose is because she talks to me face on every day. It sizzles the hair in my nose because your breath is that bad.
That's a fat ass lie.
It's not.
Yes, it is. I brush my teeth more than you do.
It doesn't work.
Okay.
I came in here.
His breath
That's why I'm letting you do my job. I came in here to ask y'all for something. If you needed something, you needed something.
I'm okay.
I'm alright.
Do you need it?
Thank you. No, I'm good.
All right, just making sure. Now I'm gonna slide up out of it.
Probably some mouthwash.
Get yourself some mouthwash.
Maybe some more. Anyway,
Where's the engineer?
are we gonna do?
Oh shit. You guys don't gift us things.
Guys, gift us things.
No, spending their money.
Gift us things, guys. If you don't give me a galaxy right now, I'm ending the live.
Oh my god, please stop,
If
dude.
you don't give the galaxy right now, I'm
Baby,
ending the live.
stop it. Don't do that.
Nah, don't.
that.
I'm joking. Ready when I'm ready.
I'm so
Can we do it on stream or that?
No, you don't want. He goes, should I go live now? I said, baby, why would you go live? Well, he's not finished with it yet, but he's still working on it. Why would you go live?
Obviously, I'm not gonna go live.
Oh, silly goose.
Can you stop shouting at me? Silly,
I'm not shouting at you.
duckling. Anyway,
Where's the engineer?
are we gonna do?
Oh, shit.
Can you get him for me?
You guys don't gift us things.
Guys, gift us things.
No, spending their money.
Gift us things, guys. If you don't give me a galaxy right now, I'm ending the live.
Oh my god, please stop,
If
dude.
you don't give the galaxy right now, I'm
Baby,
ending the live.
stop it. Don't do that.
Nah, don't
do that.
I'm joking. Ready when I'm ready.
I'm in so much
Can we do
pain.
it on stream or that?
And they remember how she stayed silent when her own supporters were attacking other contestants online. When she laughed on that live, people didn't see it as an accident. They saw a pattern. Because back then, when Olandria and Chelly tried to hold her accountable, she didn't apologize. She deflected. She said she was also getting hate, turning the conversation away from what really mattered. And that's why, when this new clip surfaced, fans weren't surprised. They were just exhausted. For months, they'd watched her get brand deals, sponsorships, and praise, while others she hurt were still trying to rebuild their image. It felt unfair, like she had escaped consequences while pretending to be the victim. One fan put it perfectly. She didn't get canceled, she got crowned. So when Huda Beauty announced they were dropping her, it didn't feel cruel. It felt overdue. But here's the twist. Huda wasn't the only one facing backlash, because the internet quickly turned its focus to Huda Beauty itself, and the brand's own history came back to haunt it. At first, everyone praised Huda Beauty for taking action. Finally, a brand that listens. Good on them for cutting ties. But that praise didn't last long. People started pointing out the irony. A brand with its own history of controversy suddenly claiming to care about values. Old threads resurfaced showing how Huda Beauty had been accused of copying smaller, Black-owned businesses. Critics called it selective activism, applauding the brand for being vocal about Palestine but silent on other social issues. And for many, that hypocrisy was hard to ignore. As one comment said, you can't drop an influencer for bad behavior when your own brand's been called out for the same thing. In a strange way, both Huda and Huda Beauty were now on trial. The influencer for her actions, and the brand for its double standards. The partnership that once looked like a dream collab had turned into a PR nightmare. The makeup line's comments were flooded with fans demanding consistency. Some even said the brand only dropped her because it was good optics, not because it cared. Either way, the damage was done. Huda lost her deal. Huda Beauty lost trust. And while both were trying to control the fallout, someone else decided to pour gasoline on the fire. Her name? JANA Craig. And she made sure everyone knew how she felt about Huda's downfall. When news broke that Huda was officially dropped, most influencers stayed quiet. They watched the chaos unfold, silently, strategically, but not JANA Craig. Within hours of the announcement, she was in the comments section celebrating. She wrote, "Love to see it." And when someone tried to defend Huda, JANA clapped back with, "Ah, you mad?" But that wasn't all. Fans caught her liking one of the most vicious comments under a post about Huda. It read, "What's there to be jealous of? Being a single mom, being racist, crashing out over men, botched surgery, or the BBL question mark?" JANA didn't just see it, she liked it. And that one double tap changed everything. Because while many agreed that Huda deserved consequences, no one expected JANA to go that far. The comment wasn't accountability, it was cruelty. Suddenly, the internet flipped. Huda might have been wrong, but JANA's reaction, that was personal. People flooded her page calling her petty, jealous, and obsessed. One user wrote, "You're proving you're no better than her. This isn't justice, it's hate." And it didn't stop there. Other ex-Islanders, Leah, Shelly, even Serena, got dragged into the mix. Some liked shady posts. Others unfollowed quietly. It felt like the Love Island villa had leaked back onto Instagram. A digital feud where everyone picked sides. But what fans didn't realize was that this was only the beginning. Because while JANA was getting called out for her shade, Huda herself was about to hand her haters more ammunition. Live, unfiltered, and painfully unaware. Before we get into that chaotic live stream, it's worth pausing for a second, because something darker was happening online. What started as a fair call for accountability had turned into open season bullying. People weren't just criticizing Huda's behavior anymore, they were attacking her as a person. Her motherhood, her looks, her past relationships. It wasn't about her actions, it was about humiliation. One post mocked her for being a single mom. Another edited her crying face into memes with captions like, "Here comes the victim tour." Some of her former fans even said she deserves every bit of it. But that's where it crossed a line, because no one deserves harassment, not even someone who messed up publicly. The internet has this habit. It claims to want accountability, but what it really wants is spectacle. And once the crowd starts cheering, it doesn't know when to stop. Suddenly, people were writing think pieces about the Huda hate train. Commentators pointed out how fast the tone shifted, from justice to cruelty. It wasn't about calling her out anymore. It was about destroying her reputation completely. And while all this was happening, Huda stayed silent until she didn't, because soon after she went live again. And that's when things spiraled all over again. No one expected her to go live that soon, not after being dropped, not after the backlash, not after everyone told her to lay low. But Huda Mustafa and Louis Russell decided to hit go live again, like nothing happened. At first it seemed harmless, just playful banter, teasing, inside jokes, but then Louis started joking about her breath. "Yeah, and on live?" He laughed, saying her breath burned the hair in his nose. She clapped back, calling it a lie. And instead of feeling fun, it felt uncomfortable, forced, awkward, tone-deaf. People watching started commenting, "Girl, you just got dropped and this is what you're doing? She really doesn't learn." Then came the begging for gifts. Louis said, "If you don't gift me a galaxy right now, I'm ending the live." Huda laughed, but it didn't land the way she thought it would. Viewers saw two people joking about money and fame while ignoring the very thing that got them in trouble: tone-deaf behavior. One viewer wrote, "You'd think getting dropped would humble her. Instead, the live made things worse." Clips went viral instantly. Again, people said it felt like watching a train wreck in real time. And what made it sting more? This wasn't the first time the internet had given her a warning shot, but for Huda, every downfall just turned into another live stream. And now, as fans scrolled, one question echoed louder than ever. Does she actually care, or just crave attention? What happened to Huda isn't just about her. It's a symptom of something much bigger, a shift that's been brewing for years. For the longest time, influencers could get away with anything. A quick apology video, a few tears, and they'd be trending again by morning. But that era's gone. Audiences don't want perfection anymore. They want authenticity. And when someone shows the opposite, arrogance, denial, entitlement, the internet reacts instantly. That's exactly what happened here. Huda wasn't canceled for laughing on one live stream. She was canceled for what that laugh represented. It symbolized everything people were tired of: performative empathy, empty apologies, influencers pretending to grow while never changing. And in the age of short attention spans and viral outrage, it only takes one clip to flip everything. Think about it. Huda went from a major brand deal and campaign face to the internet's villain in less than 24 hours. That's how fragile the influencer world has become. Because when your entire career depends on perception, one bad moment can destroy everything. As one user said, influencers used to sell us perfection. Now they're teaching us how fast fake perfection burns. And that's the real story here. Not just the fall of one reality star, but the collapse of a whole system built on image over integrity. Still, even after everything, Huda doesn't seem to get it. Because instead of disappearing quietly, she keeps logging back on, ready for the next round. Maybe that's the point. Maybe this isn't just a fall, maybe it's an addiction to attention itself. So where does that leave her? No brand deals, no PR support, no public sympathy, just a reputation that keeps getting heavier every time she hits go live. Huda says she wants to be understood, but understanding starts with honesty, not damage control. And until she learns that, every apology will sound like another excuse. Meanwhile, JANA's shade has already lost its shine. What looked like justice turned into bitterness. Both of them, Huda and JANA, are proof that clout can't clean a reputation. It's wild to think that just months ago, Huda was the face of a global campaign. Now, her name trends next to words like dropped, mocked, and over. But maybe this whole situation is a warning, not just for them, but for everyone chasing digital fame. Because in this era, fame isn't earned by staying perfect. It's earned by staying real. You can fake followers, you can fake luxury, but you can't fake character. So as the dust settles and the hashtags fade, the question remains, is Huda really sorry for what she did, or just sorry she got caught? Either way, her story isn't over. It's just been rewritten as a cautionary tale. And maybe, years from now, people won't remember her brand deals or viral clips. They'll just remember what happens when influence becomes more important than integrity. Because in the end, that's what truly went viral. The fall of someone who thought she could laugh her way through accountability and learned the hard way that the internet never forgets.